Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Beatwalker and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about this guy, which is the FIFINE K688 microphone. So this is a budget-friendly microphone that is a USB and XLR microphone that you can actually use simultaneously. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm going to be comparing it to this guy, which is a popular Shure SM7b. I know people have been comparing this before, so I want to give you my take on if it's a good substitute for somebody starting out or anybody that wants to get into the dynamic microphone game or whatever the case may be. All right, so let's unbox this guy, see what's in the box, and then we'll talk about it. All right, so in the box, when you open it up, you're going to have the documentation, which is always useful for information on the microphone. And then, of course, you're going to have the microphone itself, which is a pretty light microphone, about 510 grams compared to the Shure SM7b, which is about 800 plus grams. Of course, you got the XLR and USB-C inputs, as well as mic monitoring, and then the gain for the level of the mic. And then you're going to have an adapter and a 6-foot USB-C to USB cable that'll come with it. And that'll be everything that's in the box. So the first thing I want to talk about is build quality and design. So the build quality of this thing is relatively light. When you feel it. It's kind of a light metal sheet, if that kind of makes sense. It's lightweight. It's still really durable. Like I can kind of press on these things, and when you take off the pop filter, there's also a metal screen here. So pretty good construction on this. Again, there's some compromise with affordability compared to this thing, how it's really heavy and durable. So it's one thing you'll notice, but not too bad on the build quality. I feel like it should last you. I feel like it should last quite a while with how it's built and designed. Another cool thing is it comes with a built-in shock mount here, which is really cool, and then a built-in pop filter, which will help you with the plosives. So overall, I think that's an added bonus to have a shock mount that comes along with it, just for your movements of microphone, for your movements with the microphone and stuff like that. All right, so moving on to the sound quality. As you can tell, this has been the microphone the whole time. What I will be doing in the video, if you haven't seen already below, is I'm switching back and forth from USB-C to XLR. So the XLR will be running through a Rodecaster Pro, which has no processing or gain on the microphone at all. So you're just hearing raw input from both of them. All right, so I'm just going to come around the mic here and talk to the side so you can hear where the polar pattern picks up on the microphone. It is a cardioid polar pattern, so it's going to pick up directly in front of the mic. So I would kind of avoid talking to the side here because it's not going to pick up your voice. So this is really meant to be right in front of your mouth. Unlike a condenser mic where you can pick up a lot of sounds, the dynamic mics usually do a really good job of keeping sound directly in front of you, and it avoids background noise and stuff like that. So it's really good for that. And also you can tell if I move it far, kind of a little bit of ways, you could tell it's going to be a little bit hard to pick me up. So obviously you want to keep yourself right in front. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap on the, I got a boom arm here. I'm just going to tap on it a little bit, tap on the back just so you can hear some of the noises that come when you're tapping on it, or if I'm typing on a computer or typing on a keyboard or whatever the case may be. Any background noise you may have that will pick up on the microphone, I definitely want you to hear. Okay, so now let's do the big comparison with the Shure SM7b. So again, this is a FIFINE K688, and this is what it sounds like. All right, so now I'm on the Shure SM7b, and this is what this sounds like. Of course, the Shure SM7b has adjusters for EQ, low pass filter, as well as a high level gain. So what I did is just flatten that out so you can get the flat response for the Shure SM7b. But yeah, this is what this sounds like compared to the FIFINE. Now we'll go back to the FIFINE Okay, so so now I got both of these on at the same time. So I'm gonna go through a couple phrases and I'll go back and forth so you can see what the differences are for each one. I'll kind of keep the levels pretty much the same. So again, this is the FIFINE K688 microphone. This is the Shure SM7b microphone, and they're both dynamic microphones. One is really affordable at about 70 to 75 bucks, whereas the Shure SM7B will run you about 400, and that's without the need of an audio interface. So you end up spending about 500 plus for the Shure SM7B, whereas the FiFine is pretty much plug and play, so you really can't go wrong. The sound is really good for what it is, so I think they did a really good job on this. But yeah, this is the comparison. So let's wrap it up. All right. So one of the last things I want to do is I want to add some processing to this to see what you could potentially get out of it, not without just having the baseline audio coming from it. So I'm going to turn it on now. All right. So this is with processing on. So as you can see, it's really more, it's a lot more full and bold. So you'll get that by adding, a compressor, some EQ. Depending on your voice, everybody's voice is different. So you got to remember that when you're buying different microphones, that my voice is not going to sound the same as yours. So you can adjust as needed. But yeah, so this is just to get an idea of what the mic could sound like. I do have a Rodecaster Pro, so it adds some additional exciter and stuff like that to it. All right, so going back to just the normal sound. All right, so just in conclusion, do I think this mic is worth your money? Absolutely. Like this thing's pretty much plug and play. So I plugged it in and instantly I saw the input. I was able to put it right in OBS and it worked perfect. So if you're gonna if you want to add EQ and compressor, most streaming softwares will have a compressor EQ that you can add to it, so you don't have to worry about having anything additional that you need to buy. There's a lot of free stuff out there, so I wouldn't even worry too much. But just plug and play from listening to what it sounded like. I think it sounds really good with my voice. Um, you get there's a lot of bang for your buck, and again, you can use it as an XLR mic as well as a USB-C mic. You can take it on the road with you. You can use it for podcasts, which majority of people would use this for. Build quality is great at around 70 to 80 bucks. I mean, you really can't beat it. I think it's 72 on their site right now. So I'll have some links below so you can check this out if you want. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, or if you want me to compare it to another mic out there, or if you want any other mic comparisons, let me know. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you.